That motherfucking Curtis. All right, guys, we are back for part 2. Maybe I'll be able to join these at some point. Let me
see who joins the chat.
See, I'm going to copy. Yeah, so we'll wait until some people jump in. Let me find us on YouTube, and then
I've got us up. We're running.
No, I know. I'm trying to share. See if I can share this link in the old chat.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, if somebody didn't just randomly shut down the other live stream,
we're live.
We are live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna yell at Curtis like. So for those of you who were on part 1,
there's Gina. Hi, Gina.
Curtis,
Hey,
instead
Gina.
of just logging himself on, shut down the whole stream because he couldn't handle that we were doing better
Terrence, TJ
without him. So we're back again. We're going OffWorld.
Yep, we're kicking more tires and lighting more fires.
Yeah, so MesquiCon looked like it was a hell of a time.
Yeah,
there
no
was
doubt.
nothing. Pete has a way of making you feel really good, especially when he tells you that he likes your wife more.
Hey, how about this? Pete recognized me, and I don't know how.
Well, he's been
You're Joe G. What do you
You're
mean?
Joe G.
Yeah,
Joe G Customs.
I guess. What did I do again? I don't. Anyways, okay. I'm always blown away when people like when I went to Legion's Con and people were
I'm
like,
the new
Joe.
guy, and I talked to him for 15 minutes at Legion's Con. So he signed my cosmic wall tour that I did. Everybody in the community is signed, and he doesn't remember.
You didn't have me sign. You didn't have me sign anything, Jeff.
You didn't have me sign anything either, so
I didn't see.
I was there, and Jeff didn't have me sign it. Jeff,
I wasn't there, but that's irrelevant.
I forgot to get you to sign the God's Fire poster, Joe.
Yeah, there's a few people.
I'm on it, Ryan. How could you forget? You guys are the worst friends.
Listen, I talked to you, and then I went upstairs, and I fell asleep.
I was there for 4 days. 4 days.
I didn't buy it until the last day because I wanted to make sure I still had money left over.
I was there the next day after that, though. So. Wow.
Thanks for everybody who jumped back in. In case you didn't hear the explanation, Curtis sucks. And
we actually have 9 people watching now.
We do.
10.
I will say though,
everybody.
I don't know if you noticed, but as Curtis was broadcast from MesquiCon, our viewership was steadily dropping. So
that sounds
really, I think Curtis is holding us back.
Yeah.
Like
we're not going to get to 500 with him.
Yeah, because people tune in and they're like, "He's not talking about customizing. I'm going somewhere else."
Oh, he's in the chat.
Fucking Curtis. What?
How come you ended our stream, Curtis?
Because you cut our stream that was doing awesome, and we had to do a part 2.
We have momentum.
He totally did that on purpose.
He knows exactly what he did.
Yep.
What's up, Greg?
Those guys aren't going to do good without me. In stream.
Oh. All right. What else do we got, boys? We
finished Blockbuster? We finished Blockbuster.
We finished Blockbuster. Yep, that was fun.
What's next on the douche agenda?
All right, so I guess we get to our main topic, which I was going to throw out too early in the week, and I'm going to pretend like it's some stroke of genius that I didn't, and I wanted it off the cuff. And it's a little bit of that, but it's also a little bit of I got caught up in work and life and flooded basements and never put a text out. So,
all right.
But I'd like to talk to you guys. I think this works out even better in my favor that we're going to do this right now without Curtis. Joe, I love you. I know you're the old man of the group. But now having Ryan and Jeff, who are a lot closer in age to me, I think this is going to go a lot better for me than it normally.
Damn you kids, get off my live stream.
So I want
basically what Curtis did to us.
Right. But yeah, so I want to talk about, and since I didn't throw the topic out beforehand, I just want your off.
If you say Power Rangers, I'm going to be pissed.
If you were a Power Ranger, what? No.
Dragon Ball Z? No.
It might though, because I want to know what were your go-to movies as a child? Like we're talking like the 8 to 13 range, like those movies that you just watched over and over where the VHS was almost worn out. And like I said, this could have easily been something we planned and we made a slideshow and everything, but I also kind of like the idea of just throwing it out, like what's popping into your head right now as I'm saying this. Like, so
Got it.
We'll start right with Joe. He's right next to me, and we'll go around the circle.
For me,
we'll
easy.
do one at a time, and we'll keep going until you guys have no
okay.
more to talk about. So, dude, if you fucking cut this stream, I'm gonna murder you.
God damn you, son of a bitch.
What's up, guys? What happened? What happened? You guys light too many fires? Kick too many tires?
Somebody hit the end stream button instead of the leave studio button. That's what happened.
Who the fuck would do that? That's dumb. That's dumb. I don't know anybody to do something like that. I just heard that you were calling out for old guys to join. So
no, not at all. That's the exact opposite.
That's what I heard. I heard Joe needed some assistance. There wasn't enough old guys in the chat. So
since Curtis and I are the exact same age.
Yep.
He's older than me by a month. So I mean, you wouldn't know what to look at him. You would think it was many years, but
and now
says
me
the all gray beard guy. Yeah.
Jeff and I are the same age, and Ryan is younger than us. So
Joe, we know there's a little just for men in there. Okay, I mean, just come on, Joe.
You got to leave
a
little.
I could mix it in just like this. This is au natural, buddy.
All right, let's hit it, Joe.
All right.
What's your first pop in your head movie that you wore out as a kid?
The Transformers cartoon movie from the 80s.
Oh, heck yeah.
I watched that
soundtrack.
I watched it over and over and over again as a kid. There was a point back when my brain still functioned correctly. I could probably recite the entire movie.
Oh, like for sure.
Every part of it. Yeah. So definitely my number one most watched movie of all time.
Yeah, I didn't discover that till later in life, but yeah, even still, once I did, I'm like, that is required viewing at least a couple times a year.
I remember the TV commercial said, "So much action, you've got to watch it twice to catch everything." So I actually made my parents take me twice.
Mom, no, I have to go twice. I miss stuff if I go once. The TV man told me.
That was some Jeremy Gerard marketing right there. They got me.
Absolutely. All right, Curtis, if you can keep our stream going long enough, you can answer next.
Well, see, when Joe and I were young lads, we didn't really have the ability to watch movies over and over again, because even when VHS first came out, yes, that's right. I remember when VHS first came out, they were like really expensive. Like $500 to buy a movie. It was like not cheap. So it wasn't until probably late 80s, early 90s where they became, more reasonably priced. And so therefore,
Curtis had a Betamax. So.
Yes. So my most watched movie was the TMNT movie. So much so that I could 100% recite for you the Pizza Hut commercial at the beginning of the VHS, because I never fast forwarded it through that Pizza Hut commercial because it was so freaking good. So yeah,
the Pizza Hut commercial, and then they eat Domino's in the movie. So
Yep. Little kid in the outfield. The kid catches the ball in the outfield, and it's like, hey, it's pizza time. He didn't even. He wasn't even looking. His eyes closed. He just puts his glove up, and the ball happens to land there. And they're like, "Yes, you did it! You know, you lucky little shit." And they take him out for pizza. So
Really,
meanwhile,
Mom
I had. Yeah. Meanwhile, me sitting at home watching that. In order for me to get pizza, I have to read like 100 fucking books. You know.
I love
Remember
this
that?
one.
You had to get like, yeah, you had to fucking get the stars for reading the books. You got to read like 100 books to get a little personal pan pizza. Like, do
I
you know
didn't
how
read
hard that
fucking
is for
books
somebody
until I
that
was
doesn't know
much
how to
older.
read? Yeah, I can't read. I just want pizza. Anyway, there you go.
All right, over to you, Jeffrey.
The one that comes to mind is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Nice.
And I cannot recite the beginning commercial, but I know it was a Coca-Cola commercial. And it was
no Coke.
It was like Indiana Jones, and he has to like throw his whip to get the can of Coke, and then he gets the girl in the end.
I also liked Coke in the 90s.
Yeah.
that was different. Trust me.
Say hello to his little friend.
All right, Ryan, what popped into your head?
Okay, so it's a Disney movie and
Sure.
it's a sequel. An extremely goofy movie.
Oh,
Because-
you went extremely. Okay.
Yes. And as much as I love a goofy movie, because Powerline is the fucking man.
Oh, for sure.
It dealt with the X Games. That was when I
Mhm.
was skateboarding hardcore for the extremely goofy movie, and yeah, man, it brought me a bunch of fucking joy.
For sure. No, I definitely remember that. I mean, it was a must watch after Goofy movie. Like that's
Not
got to.
quite as good.
Are we talking about
but-
the dog thing?
Goofy. You know who Goofy
Yes.
is. You're not that old.
No, I know who Goofy is. Like, is that what we're talking about? Like, that's like
It's
the dog.
It's about him and his son.
Yeah, him and his son. I don't know if you remember the Goof Troop cartoon, but that introduced Goofy as a dad, his son Max.
Yeah.
And then they made a Goofy movie, which was like when Max grew up, he was in high school and kind of the father-son relationship. And then Extremely Goofy movie was a sequel to Goofy movie where they went to college and they, like Ryan said, they got up to X Game skateboarding shenanigans. So
Yeah.
very 90s.
I watched that with my son later on in the early 2000s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Oh, I've introduced it to all my kids. That was actually a Goofy movie.
No,
was
my oldest
gonna
son
be
is
one of
20.
mine.
My oldest son is 28, so that is for a little context. Yeah.
Joe is so old.
I mean, that still put him. I mean, Goofy movie had to have been what, 95?
1995 for a goofy movie,
Yeah.
2000 for an extremely goofy movie.
Right. So, yeah. See?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. I'll throw you one. I think Ryan and Jeff, you've got to remember this one. Heavyweights. It's got Ben Stiller as the crazy fat camp
I know of it,
director. No? Jeff.
I've seen it recently on streaming, and I was like, I should probably watch that.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's a bunch of kids go to fat camp every summer, but like the fat camp, you can wait until I'm done with my sentence. Ryan, you're pointing the wrong way. They and like normally it's like laid back and whatever, but it gets sold to the Ben Stiller character, and he's like this insane fitness freak. Basically his character from Dodgeball, except he's running a fat camp for kids.
Did you hear about the theory about
I have
that White Goldman is that fucking guy?
Yeah, because at the end of Heavyweight, spoiler alert, he like gets disgraced, and they say like then he he like changed his name and became the dude from Dodgeball. So now, Curtis, what is your question?
Did I may have jumped on after you explained what we were doing. Are we supposed to name like really shitty movies that we watched over and over again, or is it just like movies in general?
Here we go.
It's movies that
Here
you
we go.
wore out, like you watched over and over again as a kid.
Okay, so nobody specified that they have to be bad. You guys are just like throwing those out there on your own.
Have you? Well, you didn't even seem to understand what a Goofy movie was.
Yeah, because I
So
don't watch kids cartoons. So
if you haven't
Bullshit.
seen it,
Bullshit.
right?
Fuck you.
What are you talking about? You don't watch fucking cartoons.
Call 'em
Fuck
bullshit.
you.
So if you haven't seen it, I don't know how you can judge the quality of it. But that's just my opinion.
I've seen Heavyweights, and I know that's a shitty movie.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
All right.
Joe, you got another one?
Ghostbusters.
Oh,
the original
absolutely.
Ghostbusters movie. I wore out that freaking VHS, man. That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah, definitely a go-to. All right, do we have to go back to Curtis, or is he just going to end the stream again?
I don't know.
Curtis, I got to ask, are you driving while you're talking to us?
I am. I'm pulling a Greg.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm not looking at you, though. I'm looking at the road.
True.
You can see the side of my face. You can see the beauty that is me.
I was hoping Steve was chauffeuring you, but...
No, Steve. Okay, so we're at the meetup, and Steven just, I guess, left. I don't know. He disappeared, and then I think he went home, and I'm staying at Casa Bushati, and so I don't want to like show up like 2 hours after they all go to bed and like wake everybody up. So I'm headed back to his house, even though there was still a lot of fun going on there at the con. Yeah. So there you go.
I hope I want you
go
to
ahead.
go into that house John Candy style, banging down the door, breaking stuff, knocking shit over, like make sure everybody knows you get home. But all right, what's your next movie?
So back when VHSs were super expensive, what we had was a little thing called local television, and so you had like 5 channels. It was like, let's see, you had 2, 3, 4, 11, and 30 is what we had, right? And on channel 11, they would show. Sometimes they would just like get hooked on a movie and they would play it like every week. And one of them that I saw a ton as when I was younger, because every time it was on, my mom wanted to watch it with me, was Clash of the Titans. So there was no VHS per se, but yes, we wore the shit out of the stream thing that they did when they played it. I don't know. We watched it a lot. We'll just say that we watched it a lot. Yeah, I loved me some Clash of the Titans.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one for sure. Let's go to chat for just a second here because there have been quite a few coming in. We got obviously 89 Batman, Rock and Rule. I don't even know what the hell that is, Terrence, but
The animated movie with Blondie as one of the characters.
still don't know any of that.
Yeah.
We got Dirty Dancing from Gina Marie. Three Amigos, Little Shop of Horrors. Excellent movies.
Three Amigos, yeah, absolutely.
Lost Boys. Back in the day, that was the shit. And Gina Marie agrees that Goofy movie is a great pick. Thank you.
Thank you, Gina.
Yeah. Sorry, Gina.
And yes,
disagree.
They do like Clash of the Titans as well. All right, Jeff, on to you.
I got to hold on real quick. I just pulled up to Casa Bushati, and I don't think that motherfucker is here. So I think I just left.
Doors are closed.
I think I left the con and came to his house because he didn't answer one of my texts, and I don't even think he's here.
Steve is at the con pooping, and Curtis is at his house.
So I'm gonna hop off for a second. I'm gonna try not to end the stream.
No.
And
just set your phone down. Just set it down. Back away slowly.
Do this, right?
Just close the browser
Just
window.
yeah.
Don't press any of the StreamYard buttons. Just close the browser window.
I'm gonna turn my camera like a boomer. Hold on.
Oh my god. Well, guys,
Somebody-
if this one gets shut down,
Somebody remove me from this stream. Somebody
Oh,
with
yeah.
access.
Just get rid of him.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
I don't know if I can kick him all the way out though.
That's fine. Just leave him.
That's what I did last time, and then
Yeah,
he
he
fucking
can still end us.
Oh, fuck.
see what I'm saying.
Curtis,
right,
you
Jeffrey,
just have to close the
what-
browser.
What a boomer. I mean, next one that comes to mind is E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Okay.
And that's why Reese's Pieces
yeah,
came into my brain for the snack in 1985.
for sure, for sure. Oh, damn, that puppet was awesome back then. Like,
I even liked when they did like the 20th, 25th anniversary in theaters, and they did some digital versions of them. But yeah, it was.
And
there's nothing like the original puppet.
yep.
And I've done the ride a few times at Universal. And it's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I did the Universal ride. Oh, we're boring, Ryan.
No,
Past his bedtime.
it is past my bed, dude. I'm usually asleep by 9.
All right, Curtis did successfully leave. I think our stream's still live.
We're
Awesome.
good.
I think
We are
we're
still
good.
counting.
I wonder if there's a way I can block him from all. Anywho, Ryan, what you got?
I'm one that I watched a lot as a kid. I would say it was The Predator.
Okay.
Nice.
Get through the job.
Jeff, don't get excited. It's not the kind of predator you like.
I am a predator. There's a difference.
Oh. Hey-o.
That's another one I didn't see until probably my late teens. But but yeah, that first one with Schwarzenegger, absolutely. I tried watching the number 2 once, and it's like.
I really enjoyed part 2. Actually, I thought that was really good. It was written by the original writers of the first one. I thought that the change up of the having Danny Glover instead of Arnold, changed the feel of the movie, especially with it being in an urban setting. I really like part 2.
I think I just couldn't
That's
take
my specialty.
By that time, it was like, to me, Danny Glover was the dude from Angels in the Outfield. So it's like he's gonna take on the Predator. Like, come on.
You didn't see Lethal Weapon yet.
So probably right around that time too. But even then, like, he was too old for this Predator. Like, that's
Too old for this shit.
Over the Top was another good movie.
Over the Top.
I've never seen that. Is that
It's Sylvester Stallone.
It's just the arm wrestling movie.
The arm wrestling? Yeah.
Didn't they make that into an arcade game? Wasn't that the whole thing?
I think they did.
Probably.
Over the Top arcade.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I gotta love it. Yes, there was an arcade game. Holy shit. That looks so. I would not have used that for arm wrestling. Just saying.
Yeah, it's got some look to it. Got some look.
Oh shit. Oh, let's see if I can. Nope, it's a video nowadays. But yeah, it does not look family friendly at all.
Okay.
Look it up at your own risk. One
Back to you, dude.
Yeah, one that my whole family, me and my sisters all loved watching, Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Shue plays the babysitter. She's got to go to, they're like on the outskirts of Chicago, I think it is, or New York, but I'm pretty sure it's Chicago.
Most 80s movies for sure.
Yeah, they like live in the suburbs, but her friend runs away from home and gets trapped at a bus station, and she's supposed to go pick her up to bring her home because she changed her mind, and just all the shenanigans they get into. Yeah, the chat knows what I'm talking about. they run into the mechanic that looks like Thor, the little girl, and it's like obsessed with Thor, and yeah, there's like the carjacking, what you call it, like a carjacking ring that all sorts of shit happens, but it was hilarious. Loved it. First time we see Thor paired with Kingpin as Thor. Is that who played Thor in that movie?
Oh, Vincent
D'Onofrio. Yeah.
Did he?
Oh,
Was that really him?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
all. I forgot.
Dang, he looks completely different.
There's a bit of a stretch in time between the two.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I would have never yeah.
Private Pile as Thor.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one we could watch that anytime as kids, and we did like that. It's just such a great movie, great soundtrack. Like, we wore
That's
that
a solid choice for sure. That is an excellent movie.
I'm surprised you've seen that, Joe. Now I feel really special.
You know, I haven't seen it a lot, but
Yeah.
I remember renting that one because we had a 99-cent video rental place, and you know, all the new movies weren't 99 cents, but anyone that had been out like a year or something like that was 99 cents. So I actually did watch a lot of movies. I don't remember them very well, but I did watch a lot of movies when I was a kid. So
It was the 90s Coke.
well, you got to find something to do to occupy your time. You know, you're
As
not like sleeping, you know.
As long as he saw it before the 90s Coke. And this was, I think, was that probably 87? Yeah, 87.
87.
So, yeah. So he saw it before the 90s Coke. So that's still in there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wasn't enjoying a cold Coke when I lived with my parents. Thank you very much.
They frowned upon that.
Yeah.
Cold.
All right, we got enough in us for one more go around.
Oh,
One
absolutely.
more.
Yeah.
All right, hit it.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah, the sequel. Man, that just the Space Marines thing, like when I was young, I loved that concept, and they were just a bunch of badasses fighting aliens, and you know, just everything that young Joe enjoyed in a movie was in that. Like, it was just fantastic. I love that movie, you know. And even Sigourney Weaver say like the movie is so old when she says, "Get away from him, you bitch," you know. I remember being like, "Oh my god, she said it in the movie," you know. That's like how old that is, you know. So but yeah, nothing but good stuff in Aliens, man. It's game over, man. It's game over. My friends and I said that like an obnoxious amount. Like, I'm sure there were other people that were just hating us because we would just keep saying it's game over even when it wasn't appropriate, you know, to say that. We were still
for
like,
sure.
It's game over, man. It's game over.
I love it. Terrence throws out Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Was that the one where she was pregnant in the... No.
It's
Okay.
where when they went to sleep, they could become
Somebody was
superheroes.
binge watching part 3.
I guess Terrence was.
Terrence, that's weird, man. just saying, like who binge watches sequels? That's weird.
I don't know. And
Aliens is a sequel, Joe.
That's the joke, Jeff. Thank you.
Oh, well, I had to explain it to everybody.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'll let it pass.
I was gonna say, I think that's one of the more highly regarded ones, though.
I think
I know number 2 sucked.
I think Terrence just threatened me. I was just kidding, Terrence, man. It's a joke, buddy. Calm down.
Don't kill the D&D player, Terrence.
Whoa.
It's fine.
Whoa, I apologize, pal. I'm gonna be like, what? I got another package from Terrence. I wasn't expecting. Boom, and then that's it.
I think number 3 is one of my favorites too, because it has where Freddy's in the high school and he's by the lockers, and he opens up his shirt, and all the kids' faces are like coming out of his chest, and like
Oh yeah.
it's the freakiest shit that ever like scared me as a kid. I was like, damn.
I think that isn't that the one where they get into like how he came to be with his mom and everything, like that whole backstory. Was it like raped by 1,000 or 100 maniacs or something?
Oh shit.
Maybe it's not that one, but
I don't know. There's
I've actually only ever seen the first one.
the Johnny Depp one.
Yep. Friday the 13th. Also, I've only ever seen the first one.
I've never seen any Friday the 13th.
Ooh,
The first one I think is really
That's
good.
legit.
It's different. It's not the
the
beginning of the franchise isn't what it turned into.
No, it's not even Jason in that one. So,
Right.
Yeah.
It's his mom.
Right.
Jeff, spoilers.
God damn it.
If you haven't watched it by now, fuck you.
I was gonna say, like, I've never seen any of them, and I know that. So,
No, Friday the 13th and Hellraiser are my two favorite horror slashers.
yeah, I don't watch a lot of horror. I just, for some reason, Nightmare on Elm Street. I've seen most of those. I think I saw the first Candyman.
I've
But
never
yeah,
seen Candyman.
not a lot beyond that. Like, I just
Candyman was interesting.
Yeah.
Halloween. I've seen the first Halloween, but yeah. I know. I think we're Jeff.
The next one that I would watch a lot, actually, it's two movies and one I consider is Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2.
Okay.
Johnny Five, the robot. That's like one of my jams as a kid, and it got me into sci-fi. And and Ali Sheedy, damn, she was like bombshell in the 80s. So I was all about Ali Sheedy. I didn't care for Steve Guttenberg or Michael
Steve
McKean.
Guttenberg was hot. What you talking about?
What?
But was really like controversial. Well, it wasn't controversial at the time, but Fisher Stevens, the white guy playing an Asian Indian, that was
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
that was
So weird.
and they tried.
It was the 80s.
Yeah, they've tried like rebooting the movie a few times, and they're like, "How are we gonna do that character?" So it's still up in limbo, whether or not they'll do another Short Circuit or not.
I think it'd be hard today with all the AI allegations and fears and everything else. Like,
Yeah.
that's
I
one
think
where
the closest thing we got to a new Short Circuit that I'll always go down to the grave with is Wall-E, because it looked basic. It basically was like a squat
yeah.
Johnny Five.
That's one where I think I've seen the second one more than the first. So,
Yep.
For whatever
Los
reason.
Locos.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that is a solid choice, though. I like that.
Or like Joe was saying when Ripley says, "Get away from her, you bitch," and Johnny goes in the second one, he goes, "I'm really pissed off." And he's got the mohawk.
Yeah, when you're a kid, that stuff is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. All right, Ryan, if you can stay awake long enough, what you got?
I am awake, man. So-
Teasing you.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Sure, absolutely. I think I saw that like 3 times in the theater alone. Like,
Dude, I think like after the second time I memorized the song that he's singing. The noise, smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatty, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts.
I love it. Oh yeah. Oh, Kevin Smith in the 90s. Oh, early 2000s. God. Cannot go wrong there.
I got punched in the balls by some guy named Cockknocker. Oh, fuck yes.
Oh, Goose just put the same thing, Cockknocker, right when you said it. Love it. Oh, that was great, and that was huge too. Like that, and that was the first that I can remember Kevin Smith. Like we all watched the Kevin Smith movies, but that was the first one that had like a big marketing push. Like that was everywhere when it came out. So is that your favorite Kevin Smith movie though?
I will say that yes, that is still my. I mean, I love Clerks. I love because that's where it all starts.
It's pivotal,
Probably,
but
probably Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is the best movie for me.
Mine is Dogma.
That's mine too.
Really?
Dogma is my favorite.
Because I got like force fed religion at a young age, and Dogma was like, "Fuck you."
But it was also like it was a fuck you, but it was also like, but some of it is worthwhile. Like it was very thought provoking, and it's a lot deeper than a lot of people like, oh, Kevin Smith, a religious movie, like whatever, but like it pokes fun at it, but it still has some really good message and really good thought process in it too, where it's like, I wish I could remember the exact line, but basically, like religion is bad, but faith is good.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
But yeah, that's my favorite, and then Ben
It has a
Affleck,
poop
Matt
demon.
Damon,
It
the
has a
shit
poop
demon.
demon.
Yeah,
It does have a shit demon.
yeah.
That was pretty great.
What's his name as the Cardinal?
George Carlin.
George Carlin. Thank you.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
Buddy Jesus.
It was great. Okay.
Curtis.
So Steven wasn't home. Curtis walked in and accidentally stepped in dog poop. They walked in while he was trying to clean it up. Every member of the Bushati household thinks that Curtis shit on their rug and was trying to clean it up before they got home. No one believes that's the dog.
Accidentally stepped in dog poop. Damn.
And he also says
Mallrats. Yeah,
that'd be my second. Mallrats is my second.
My second one is Zach and Mary Make a Porno.
I just watched that.
I haven't seen that
recently again.
Yeah,
that's watching Justin Long. That whole Justin Long sequence was improv, and he is a fucking crazy person.
Yeah, he's up there.
I gotta watch. I haven't watched a lot outside of the View Askew universe. So, Joe, I don't think you ever answered favorite Kevin Smith movie.
I don't know if I have a favorite.
You have to have a favorite. When we say Kevin Smith movie, what pops into your head? You're
Probably
thinking too much.
Clerk. Yeah, probably Clerk.
Okay, that's a solid choice. Like
it just that that type of humor.
Yeah.
Is awesome. And it was just the first one, that was like, again, me and my friends, quoting everything, like when he fights with his girlfriend and it's so real. And she walks out and he's like, try not to suck any dicks on your way through the parking lot, like.
And then the dude walks after her. It's like, oh, get back here.
And I think for
so funny,
and I know for myself and probably most of us, like, he gave legitimacy to our kind of nerdy movie watching, comic book reading. Like, we were always the butt of the joke. Oh, look, the nerd plays D&D. Oh, a comic convention. But he was the first one that, like, Curtis says in the chat, Brody was us, and he was cool. Like, so it was nice to see that kind of legitimacy and everything from Clerks. Mallrats was a great one where I can see myself and Brody throughout the whole thing. So,
hell yeah,
good times. I'm gonna throw out there for my next one, kind of in the vein of Jeff with his science fiction and Short Circuit, Flight of the Navigator.
Yes. That's a good one too.
The boy gets picked up by the spaceship and he loses, or he gets transported 10 years into the future. And he's got to try and find a way to get back home. It was awesome. And the special effects for like 1986 with the spaceship and like the stairs that like morph out of it. Like,
the red flyer wagon, right? In that, was that one?
That's the one I was thinking of. I don't think it's that one though.
No, okay.
No, this is with he's got to help this alien spaceship get back home, and like the spaceship has, it's like got a sentience to it, and it's got this big like eye claw thing.
And the ship is chrome.
Yeah,
so
it's all
everything
chrome.
reflects out of it.
It seems like I remember it, like I might have watched it, but it also feels like I might be meshing it together with a different movie at the same time, you know.
Are you thinking of Barry's Not Included?
No, I don't think so. There was one that was like an alien movie, but the kid with aliens, but then he had a wagon, like the red flyer wagon. I don't know. I'm not sure. Too much coke in the 90s.
Yeah, let me share a picture of a bunch of. I think it's one of those. If you've seen it, you've seen it. So yeah, so it's got. Yeah. Oh, and he's got that little pet creature that I make these things bigger for you guys.
This was a Disney movie, right?
Yeah, it was a Disney movie. Yep. Yeah, it's like that weird little pet that he's got, and he's got to help the spaceship get back home.
They just recently like caught up with the kid, and the actor, went through some really like shitty stuff throughout his life, and he got like really into drugs and alcohol, and yeah, his life didn't turn out very well after this movie.
Yeah, welcome to the club, buddy. I don't feel bad for him.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Jeff, ask him if he wants to be a co-host on Offworld.
Come on, join us. Explorers, is that one? Is that what you're?
I've never seen Explorers. Isn't that where they take the hot air balloon into space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never. That doesn't sound familiar.
Not that one either.
I've heard people talk about that one, but that one I don't know. Well, at least I got you guys with one obscure one.
Well, I mean, I've heard of that, but yeah. So this next one, I was a little bit older, late teens, but I watched the absolute hell out of this movie, and that's Falling Down with Michael Douglas.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I still watch it every so often because it is probably the most relatable movie that I've ever watched. I know it's probably not politically correct by today's standard, but it's like all those, like a Bill Burr comedy sketch, you know, all those feelings that you have inside that you don't ever act on.
Right.
He does. And it's just a dude that's had enough with his life. He's divorced and they took his kid away, and he's just trying to give his daughter her freaking birthday present, and people won't stop messing with him. And he just loses it and starts doing things. And anyways, amazing movie. I watched that one to death. So still one of my favorites of all time.
It's interesting. Joel Schumacher was the director on it. Like Batman Forever, Batman and Robin director.
Yeah, there's a surprising low amount of neon in Falling Down. Like I don't remember any. So yeah, who knew? I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite movie of his that I've ever seen then by that standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it gives me like Breaking Bad vibes. Is that
no.
No. It's more like
no. It's
going post.
He's just fed up with like I'll just tell you, since Dooch is gone anyways, I'll break down a little scene, right? Where he ends up with some guns. I won't tell you how, but he goes into like a burger joint and he's like, oh, I'll have that one. And he points up at the sign at the picture of the burger that he wants. And then they give him the burger and it actually, it's wrapped in paper and it looks like somebody just like smashed it. We all know, fast food joints, Yeah. And he's like, this isn't what I ordered. And she's like, yes, sir, this is what you ordered. And he's like, no, this isn't what I ordered. That's what I ordered. This isn't that. And she's like, I have to get my manager. And he comes and he's like, hey, this is my sandwich. It's not what I ordered. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, sir, but that's what you ordered. That's what you got. And he's like, what happened to the customer is always right? And the guy's like, I'm sorry, this isn't our policy. And then he just pulls out like an Uzi, right? And it goes off and he shoots the ceiling and everybody starts screaming. He's like, wait, no. I'm sorry. That was an accident, but calm down. I'm not the bad guy. I just want that burger. This isn't that burger. Make me a burger right now. And I want it to look just like that. And that's the whole movie is kind of that vibe. Like, when they're like, no, you have to eat your smash burger. What do you want to do? In real life, you're just like, oh, okay, well, I'll eat my smash burger. But the feeling is that you want to pull out an Uzi and make them make you fresh food, right? And that's the beauty of this movie is it's a movie about, the things that we would like to do. Mm-hmm. So, but there's also like a really good plot and some heartfelt story going on and stuff. And I'm not encouraging anyone to behave in that manner. It's just one of my favorite movies of all time. What's up, Dooch? We got a little teaser with your chair.
I know you guys like
it's already getting in the comments. Yep.
We got more people watching now for my chair than we had for Curtis's Mesquite tour. So
there you go.
Hopefully, Curtis, you got all that poop cleaned up, and hopefully your story of it being the dog is holding up. So.
Yeah, hopefully they let you stay, when you don't have to sleep outside tonight.
Curtis is looking in the window right now. They kicked him outside. He's
because he pooped on the carpet. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, who's up?
I think it's
Jeff.
Next VHS that I wore to death. It has to be Terminator 2 Judgment Day because that's my number one movie of all time. It was my first rated R movie at 7 years old. And then it basically gave me my trajectory of what I wanted to do in life. And that's why I
be a robot.
You want to kill all humanity? What are we? Yeah. Okay.
No, it was the visual effects. The visual effects of the movie. And that's why I was in film and television visual effects for 5 years.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
No, it's amazing. And it's the best Terminator. Yeah. Hands down.
I'll watch it over and over. And I've watched it with my wife and she's like, how many times have you seen this? And I'm like, I've lost count.
Don't worry about it. That many times.
Enjoy the fucking movie.
Enjoy the movie. Hasta la vista, baby.
I love
and I always say no problemo. That's my line. I always say no problemo.
Nice. You're just the coolest, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. You are.
Oh, thanks.
Ryan, what you got?
So it is the first live action TMNT movie. I had to put a buffer in between Curtis saying and then me.
Nice.
You want to be attached.
Now I got to put an extra buffer.
Oh, I got to go with. I know I was trying to be more obscure, but one that I just got to throw out mainstream. But I wore the shit out of this VHS. Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I could watch that. I could literally finish it and be like, okay, rewind, let's go again. Like that. I mean,
who had a rewinder or who actually just used the VHS player to rewind?
But just a VHS.
I had a rewinder.
You had a rewinder?
You rich
took it out. Boom. I felt like it was a little bit faster.
Was it shaped like a car, or did it have any, or is it just the regular like rewind?
No, it was just a regular one. It was whatever was the cheapest at the time, and
Yeah.
it was probably still pretty expensive for the time.
Yeah.
But
I know my grandparents had one.
Yeah.
That was badass. But yeah, it's Jurassic Park, man, those dinosaurs, and it still holds up. I just watched it last year with my kid. All those effects just hold up. Like it looks
great
amazing.
movie. Funny story with that movie, because I went and saw it in the theater with my mother, and all the advertisements on TV just show like the dinosaurs around and people being like, wow, dinosaurs. No idea like about the raptors and all that kind of stuff. When that shit started happening, like my mother looks at me and she goes, "What did you bring me to?"
Yeah.
I was like, I just thought it was a happy dinosaur movie. I had no idea. So I was actually in trouble for making her watch that movie. So.
Samuel L. Jackson's arm just hanging there.
Yeah, when the raptors are after the little kids. That's I think the exact moment when she was like, "What did you bring me to?"
That reminds me of a time we used to go to a drive-in movie theater.
Sure.
And my parents took. I'm the oldest of three, and my parents took us to go see a movie in the drive-in, and it was Independence Day.
Yeah.
And my parents just looked at each other and they were like, "How could you bring our daughters to see this?"
Oh, that was a badass one too.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's funny because the first time I learned about Jurassic Park was actually like the McDonald's cups that you got, and like it showed different scenes from the movies. Well, I didn't even realize it was a movie at first. I'm 8 years old. Pretty dumb for an 8-year-old probably, but like I'm thinking it's a real park, like Disneyland, Universal Studios, Jurassic Park. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go here. They got dinosaurs here. Like they're like, no, it's a movie. Like, oh, I'll see that movie.
Right on.
All right, Joseph.
First,
one last round here.
All right, and then lightning round.
Maybe.
And then lightning round, dude. Come on, man. That's your
Curtis
segment.
isn't here. We can do what we want, Joe.
I want to do lightning round.
Oh, okay.
And then Dooch is just gonna have the camera on his chair for the rest.
That's
of the
right. The chair's in charge of lightning round. See you guys later.
First Blood. Stallone. First Blood. I'm
First
not going to
Blood.
call it. I'm not going to
Gotcha.
call it Rambo because it's not Rambo. It's First Blood. The thing about that movie that made me watch it so much when I got a little bit older, my brothers were a lot older than me, 12 and 14 years older than me. And they were watching me for like babysitting me when I was like 5 or 6 years old when my, parents had to go somewhere. And they put on First Blood. And I watched that movie just like, I'd pretty much only watched like cartoons and Sesame Street up to that point, and all of a sudden it's like Stallone hunting guys in the woods, and it quickly became one of my favorite movies. I didn't even understand it really at the time, but it was awesome.
And
I ended up when I got older, I watched it a lot. So that's my last pick.
Very nice.
I'll never forget watching that movie for the first time, and the stakes just hit that guy's leg. The wooden stakes, like shit.
Exactly.
He's just like screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah.
All right, last one. Let's see. I gotta pick a good VHS. I had Turtles. I think everybody had 90s TMNT at some point on VHS.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna go James Bond. Sean Connery, Thunderball.
Oh.
I watched a lot of James Bond's but that one I had on VHS, and yeah, it was Thunderball and Goldeneye, and I would go between the two.
Nice.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Right?
So G reminded me in the comments, The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy and the Shogun of
Oh yeah.
Such a
Oh
good
shit!
movie.
When he said that, I was thinking Bruce Lee, but no, it's yeah. You're right. Yeah. I was thinking Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon was
That's
Bruce.
what I was.
That was supposed to be our next Have You Ever?
Was it?
Remember? Because you lame asses have never seen Enter the Dragon. I
I
couldn't
haven't.
believe
No.
it. Blew my
I've seen
mind.
Enter the Dragon.
Jesse and Curtis haven't either.
Wow.
Couldn't believe it.
Why not just use a gun? Bang. It's over. That's a good movie. I like that movie a lot.
Curtis threw out Conan, Beastmaster, Red Sonja. I have not seen any of those either. So
You've never seen
You've
Conan?
never seen Conan?
nope, never.
Wow.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
Agreed.
For someone who's such a big He-Man fan, you'd think
Yeah.
that you would
Yes.
have been. Yeah.
Well,
That's
I
even
like
crazier.
He-Man. He-Man's not Conan. So.
Well, right. I'm just saying, like the
Bullet.
barbarian aesthetic. Like,
Oh, good times. So was that yours, or you want to throw something else out there, or were you just agreeing with him?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no. I was G when he said
Yeah.
catches bullets with his teeth. I was just throwing that out there.
no, for the movie pick, right? Is that your pick?
Is that your pick, or you have
The
a
Last
pick on top?
Dragon? No. That was the pick.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
gotcha. We were unclear. All right. For my last pick, again, this is one that me and my sisters would watch all the time. Had it on VHS. Long before any allegations came out about anybody. But that is Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby.
Okay.
He has a near-death experience. His spirit is sent from his body, and he's got to try and get back to his body while still trying to keep his family together. He's a widower, like all dads were in the 90s. So, but yeah, he helps his son with the magic show because you can't see him in sunlight. But yeah, just good family fun. Hilarious to me as a kid, and we watched the shit out of that movie.
Right on.
I had nothing to do with Bill Cosby and what he's been accused of.
No.
But that movie was fucking hilarious.
Mhm.
Oh, good times.
Right on. Hell yeah.
All right. Joe wants a lightning round, so I guess we
Hell
have
yeah.
to give him a lightning round.
Lightning round.
I have to. Yeah, Curtis, go to bed. Go clean up your poo. Go to bed. All right. So let me see what I got. All right, Joe. You brought it on yourself.
All right.
Lightning round.
Yeah, lightning round.
Who was your favorite Mighty Morphin Power Ranger? Starting with Joe, going clockwise.
They were all like colors, right?
Yeah.
I'll go with the Red Ranger because he's like the leader, right? Or was the
How
leader.
dare you?
He was.
How dare you?
When
I mean,
I watched
that's the wrong answer, but yeah, he was sure.
yeah, I don't know. Red. I never really watched Power Rangers, so I was a little old for that when it came out. So
You're never too old.
Never. Jeff.
My favorite was Mighty Morphin Black Ranger growing up.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
They're
I like
still wrong, but hip hop
Yes.
keto. I
That
assume we're
was-
talking
yes, that's
That's
cool.
my favorite.
original
growing up,
Black.
but then I realized
Adam, right?
what's that?
You're talking
Yes,
Zach original Black, not
Zach,
Adam
not Adam.
replacement,
The
right?
second,
Okay.
yeah, no,
Just
not
making sure.
Adam.
I'll at least accept that.
I was pretty pissed off when Zach and Billy weren't in the movie. Like, I was like, what? I want them to be in. Well,
Yeah.
Billy was in the movie. Jason wasn't. Jason, Zach, and Trini.
Yeah,
left.
Billy
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
Billy was. That's right.
Billy actually stayed the longest out of all of them. But
Yeah, even into the other series.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan, can you give me a
The
right
right
answer?
answer is Jason David Frank as the Green Ranger.
Yes.
And
Not the
then
White Ranger?
Ranger.
No, specifically as the Green Ranger, because
The
Green
Green
Ranger
first.
was so much fucking cooler than the White Ranger. I was glad Tommy came back, but Green Ranger is the shit. Thank you. God, somebody's got some class. Curtis, Offworld without you has more viewers than Offworld with you drunkenly going around
And we had to do 2 separate shows.
pooping on the carpet. So
Yeah, we brought people back
Just-
after
okay,
getting
just throwing that out.
Jonathan Pittner does make a point.
Sure.
Amy Jo Johnson was a fucking smoke show. So
Yes.
there you go.
Yes,
I guess that would be the correct answer.
true, true.
I mean, I can't fault him there. That's definitely. Speaking of that, you guys ever see the movie Susie Q with Amy Jo Johnson, and she
Yes.
wears that short? Oh yeah. But anywho, yeah, that was also a good movie. All right, and it with us, '90s kids here. Favorite starter Pokemon, Joe, go.
You son of a bitch.
You wanted lightning round, bitch. Here we go.
Exodia. I don't know.
That is a Yu-Gi-Oh though, right?
It is. My son collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
That's right.
So I know
I
more
always thought
Yu-Gi-Oh than I
Yu-Gi-Oh
do
was
Pokemon.
better.
Did you?
I never watched Pokemon, so I can't straight across compare them. But
I
probably.
I mean, I watched Pokemon, but I was more into the games, and I like the Pokemon trading card better than Yu-Gi-Oh. I just never got into Yu-Gi-Oh as much. Nothing wrong with it. My friend loved Yu-Gi-Oh, and he played the card game and everything. But all right, Jeff.
Charizard,
Nice.
an orange dragon that spits fire. I'm good with that. It's all good.
I like it. Brian?
I'm going War Turtle.
Okay.
I like Squirtle, but not quite Blastoise. I like it in the middle.
Yeah. No, War Turtle. Out of that evolution chain, I'd say he's the coolest for sure.
Yep.
I got to throw it back. First time I played Pokemon Red, looking at the 3 for the first time, I went Bulbasaur. Like, I love Charizard, obviously, Squirtle, great, but there's something about Bulbasaur just drew me to him. And then, getting an
Plant?
Ivysaur
You
and
were into a plant?
Venusaur. Yeah, like, fuck yeah. Curtis says Big Dick B. Oh, that's Pikachu. Everybody knows Pikachu.
No, that's Pimpachu with the mushroom slap.
Oh, shit. All right. I owe Joe one more.
Lightning round.
Lightning round. I heard something interesting today, and I got to get your guys' opinions on it. A yay or a nay. Now, we probably all heard about making like a ham and cheese sandwich and throwing some potato chips on it, right? Like, I heard today that there's a segment of people who make peanut butter and jellies and put potato chips in the middle. We thinking yay or nay? Joe.
For me personally, nay. I eat my potato chips on the side. That's just freaking weird. I don't know.
All right. Jeffrey.
Nay, for me, I agree with Joe on the side. Why? Unless I'm like, I can't, I don't have time or something. There's no other reason why I would want to put it on the sandwich. Like if I need to eat it all at once, then that's the reason why it's on there.
Ryan?
Oh, I'm going nay. You got to keep it separated. You don't put fucking chips
Gotta keep
on the
it
Gotta
same
keep them
Yeah.
separated.
I also go nay. And I don't even know why you put like I've done the chips on the meat sandwiches and like it's fine. It's nothing great, but like who thought it? I don't even eat chips with my peanut butter and jelly. Like peanut butter and jelly is so pure by itself. Why would you ever do that? Terrible. Terrible.
I don't know.
We do have one person saying they'd try it though. It does sound
Just because he said he'd try it doesn't mean he'd like it, you know. He just said he'd try it.
fair enough. All right, when we have our off-world mythic meetup, we will try potato chips on peanut butter and jelly.
No, the
I
fuck
don't
we
think
will
that's
not.
necessary.
It's all right. Dude, we can't even get our shit together to promote this thing. We're gonna get our shit together for a meetup. Like
No.
that's
So, all right.
all right, lightning
All right.
round. Were you happy with that
Hold
one,
on.
Joe?
I just wanted to. I threw that set on.
Nobody wants
Hey,
to see
dude.
that.
I don't have any heat with me, so I can't like pop them together. But that set actually is going to work out like pretty freaking
Nice.
well on an ogre. So
I like it.
I'm digging it.
It's
Which
so
doctor?
pretty. Beautiful.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead. Lightning round.
That was the 3.
Oh,
That was your
Yeah.
one lightning round.
Good night, everybody.
Here's the last lightning round. Joe, do you regret asking for a lightning round?
no, never.
Okay.
Never. I don't live my life having regrets, man. We only move forward. Siempre adelante, ever forward. There's no time for regrets.
I don't speak Spanish.
Ever forward. It means
Curtis
ever
would
forward.
like a dick pic when you're done, Joe.
Of the bee. I'm
The
not
big-
sure where he was going with that.
The big dick B, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. After you're done with him, though. So once it's drained, then send him a pic.
No more honey.
All right. Anything you guys want to plug? Tell them where you can find them. You, them, it, anything?
I'll be on Oz's Clubhouse tomorrow on the Austradamus Toys channel.
Okay.
So definitely worth popping in and checking out. It's always a good time. Just a lot of hanging out and chatting and people in and out, and it's a good time. And then Monday, we should be recording another episode of Allegiance Quest on Monday. So looking forward to that.
And
yeah. That'll be out.
They'll record on Monday and they'll release the audio 17 months after that. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's how
So
much they value
everybody
audio
that's
listeners.
everybody who's not too cheap to pay for YouTube Premium can listen on Tuesday, and cheap douche has to wait till Thursday. I actually have no idea why that is. You'd have to ask. Jesse takes care of all that part of it.
Oh,
I just show up and run the game. I don't do any of the technical
I'll be
stuff.
seeing him tomorrow. We'll be having some words. That's for sure.
Yep. Let him have it, douche.
Ryan, anything you want to plug?
Yes, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we are going live on the Hedgehog Action YouTube channel for another Saturday Day Live.
Saturday Dragon Live.
Yes, be talking a little bit about Bayathir and why people backed it, stuff like that. It will be dragon heavy for sure.
Nice.
Awesome.
Jeffrey?
I'm here every Friday night as much as I can. Doing the thumbnails like I can. It was fun doing the thumbnail this week. Thanks, Dooch, for giving me the idea. I ran with it. I had a different idea in mind, but I was like, no, this is gonna be good. My next Cosmic Contact is this Tuesday at 8 p.m. in the Cosmic Cabal. So that's Tuesday the 25th. And we'll be talking about what I'll be looking for going to Toylanta next weekend.
Nice.
So if you are heading to Toylanta from the 28th to the 30th, I'll be there. And come say hi, and we'll do the con up.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
As always, you're probably going to be able to start seeing me on Offworld a bit more, trying to get back into the groove of things. Definitely check out the Legends of Grayskull YouTube channel, and that is also available on audio platforms. Right now, Curtis and I are going heavy through the Mike Young Productions series, episode by episode.
You guys are still doing that? There weren't even that many episodes.
The 39 episodes, so we're just finishing season 1. And we've also like kind of split off. We did some look at the wave of toys from 2000X He-Man and a couple other special things. Sean and I recently got back together and did a little episode on the live action movie casting and those set photos that leaked. So lots of good stuff there. Make sure to check that out and subscribe.
You guys, I'd love to see you guys do an episode about those new builders that they just came out with for
we're gonna have a toy episode coming up because they released the New York Toy Fair. They released a bunch of new
Origins.
Yeah, there's that 4-pack of builders, and there's all the upcoming waves that they release. So,
well, it's the internet, so of course people were like freaking out over it. That's why I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. You know?
Yeah, I was trying to hold off a little bit because next weekend is also WonderCon, and Mondo's supposed to be showing off their 1/6 scale 2000X action figures. So I was kind of trying to wait till after that announcement, so that way we could kind of do a whole toy episode.
Mondo announced the Green Goddess today, right?
Yep, that's their 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
12 inch. Yeah,
but that one looks pretty amazing too.
No, it does. Yeah, she'll be in there. So yeah, there'll definitely be a big toy episode coming pretty soon.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Thanks for everybody who tuned in. My chair is alive and well, so don't worry about that.
Nice.
And until next time, we'll see you on the Offworld.